Hey, David L. Hoyt here. This video is for Peter and Kathy. And this is Daisy. Hey, Daisy. Say hi. And I am actually driving back from Panera Bread. Every morning I go to Panera Bread. I take Daisy for a walk along a river. And I get some coffee right here and a breakfast sandwich. But we do this every morning. And I said I would make you a video yesterday, but I got so busy making puzzles for the Chicago Public Library that I thought I will try attaching my camera to the rearview mirror and chat with you while I drive home. And I just post it like I would a regular video. So that's the deal. So we're driving home right now. But to answer your question, how do I come up with this stuff? It is kind of interesting. I've programmed myself to think differently. Like I was just in line at Panera Bread and there was a sign that said avoid the line because they have the new express kiosks now, which I actually don't like because I'm friends with all the people at Panera Bread there, so I would miss seeing them. But I saw the word avoid and then I thought, oh, that would be interesting. That could be a jumble. It could be the space between the galaxies couldn't be avoided. And it just instantly popped into my head. Sometimes though, I'll be working out. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. You've seen any of the other videos or things I've done online or the interviews. Like if you go onto YouTube and you search David L. Hoyt, you can see some TV interviews where I kind of talk about this. But I have made my workouts a time to think about jumble. So if I'm jogging, I'm kind of thinking about stuff. But it's different every time. Sometimes stuff just pops into my head like that. Avoid the line turned into the distance between the galaxies couldn't be avoided, because it's a huge void between the galaxies. And then other times I really do think about it. Sometimes I will head on out for like a 10-mile run. And I take my phone with me, and my objective is to think of as many jumbles as I can on the run. And it's really a fun little challenge for me, but it's not like they're popping into my head. I'm really thinking about it. So I'll go by a street pole, and I'll think street pole, flagpole, Poland. What's the capital Poland? There's a million things. Like right now I'm going by a stop sign, which is red, and red stop, red. And it's a fun little game that I play as I'm exercising. And as I've mentioned, I've had some health problems over the last 3 months since January 5th. And today is the first day that I'm going to try running again. So I might get to kind of do this today. So right now we're driving back to our house, and obviously, well, actually, you know what? I can see out of our rearview mirror. It's weird. I've attached this to the rearview mirror, but it actually doesn't take up the whole thing. So this is actually pretty good. You get to see Daisy. You get to, this is kind of fun. I've never done this before, where I've taken a video while driving. I have hooked up the camera or the phone to the rearview mirror and sat in the alley behind my house to make videos before, but you guys are seeing the first video while we're driving back from Panera Bread, right, Daisy? Or just driving at all. So like right now I'm looking around and I see a car, I see an intersection, I see we're crossing paths. All right, so who could cross paths? Is it priests? Can priests cross paths? Does that make sense? Because they would have a cross. But that's kind of the way I do it. I mean, it's just strange. Like that just popped into my head because I'm looking around. So there's a store that says food, wine, and spirits. So now spirits. So who's likely to own the spirits store? It would be a ghost. A ghost would own the spirits store. And I actually have done that one before in a different form. It was the ghost went to the tavern to raise his spirits or something like that. I don't remember. We've done a few spirits things. But right now I'm going by a school. So I'm thinking school. One of the problems, though, with thinking this way is that sometimes it's hard to turn off. So, like, I'll be at a party or I'll be somewhere out with people where I should be listening to the conversation, and I'm just thinking about every word that's being said. Can it be a jumble? Can it be a jumble? Can it be a jumble? But to get back to your recollection, that one, I'm trying to think. I don't remember exactly how that came about, but I can tell you how I think it came about. We did 3 different junkyard ones over the last, say, 6 months. And I seem to recall doing a daily one that was completely different in its logic, but I seem to remember thinking that the word wreck was in it. Oh man, it wasn't that long ago either. Maybe you'll remember. But there was another one where, oh, you know what it was? It was bumper crop. That's what it was. It was bumper crop. So I think what happened is when we did bumper crop, I remember we didn't need a Sunday. So it was so that recollection had to be a Sunday because of its length. And I think that while I came up with bumper crop, I was thinking of all the other words. Quite often what I'll do is when there's an answer, I will give Jeff a lot of possible words to use in the dialogue that kind of tie everything together. And I think that I may have come up with wreck or something. And I think that's the most likely scenario as to how that came about. All right, so now let's see if I can come up with a jumble right now. So there's a detour. Oh, I did do one time. I did when their route to the store was, hindered or whatever. They were not detoured or deterred. Now I'm crossing a river bank. Well, we've done stuff there before. Going by a park, which Daisy's going to look to the right for sure, because whenever we go by a park, she has to look in case there's squirrels there. Are there squirrels? Where are the squirrels? Oh, no, she's looking to the left because I said squirrels. I don't know where they are. Where's the squirrels? All right, so now I'm getting ready to take a right. I'm just about back home, so it's not a very far trip back to Panera Bread. But I really appreciate you playing Jumble, and your compliments in your email yesterday were just wonderful. I think I owe you another email, and I know I'm very far behind in emails, probably over 3,000 emails behind, but that's why I thought I'd give you this video. I have never done this. Like I say, I have answered emails with videos before, but I've never done a long one like this while driving. So this is the first one, and it really is kind of fun, actually. It does not seem to hinder my driving. I feel like I'm just kind of on the phone with someone, and then I'll kind of glance up every now and then. So, but that's it. Again, thanks so much for playing my puzzles and games and for giving me such a fun job. Thanks a lot. Bye.